welcome back to Before Sleep. My name is Manuela and today I'm gonna be talking to you about quite an old manga that finished years ago, but it's just one of my favorite thriller, kind of gore, action type of manga, and so I just decided to talk about it, and it's Deadman Wonderland! Yay! So, I don't know why I just was thinking about this story during these days, and I just decided to make a comment on it, and well, yeah. Remember that these reviews have no spoilers, but if you don't mind spoilers, then you can check out my podcast channel Before Sleep. And ready? Here we go! So, Deadman Wonderland is a supernatural story with a little bit of horror, blood, action, and mystery. So basically, our story starts with a big earthquake in Japan that destroys a lot of it, and later on, like 10 years later, we have our protagonist who is one of the survivors from that earthquake, and he's just living his normal life, going to high school, and one day while he's in class, this person in red armor appears and kills all his classmates except him. So then he basically is incriminated for committing this crime and sent to prison, and this prison is called Deadman Wonderland. Yep. So this prison is quite special for many things, and one of them is what the general public actually knows, which is that the prison works as an amusement park as well. So the prisoners here work in the amusement park and participate in the games and competitions and things like that. Now, what happens to the things that nobody else knows? First, prisoners here have a collar, and this collar injects like minimum quantities of poison into them, and if they do not take an antidote, they're gonna be dead in 3 days. And basically this antidote is kind of like a candy that they can obtain with points, and the way to earning points is actually participating in these games and competitions. And so the other thing that nobody knows is that these competitions are actually deadly. I mean, they're full of deadly traps, and while they are competing, they can get killed, and if they get defeated, they can also get killed and things like that. Now, what happens to our protagonist in all of this? Well, he basically arrives to this prison only to be chased by this weird girl who follows him around everywhere, saying that he is like her best friend, and he's like, I don't know you. So basically, he doesn't seem to know this girl, but anyways, apart from that, he's trying to survive in all this mess, and he starts developing these weird powers with his blood. So because of this, he's sent to the special part of prison that is kind of secret, except to the wealthy men that do dark businesses. So he's sent to this part of the prison with the other special prisoners that have powers with their blood. And there they do competitions and fightings with their blood and try to win without knowing what awaits them later. So basically, our protagonist is gonna do his best to survive in this prison, to also discover who is this red man that killed his friends, and to uncover all the mysteries surrounding this prison and himself. So in short words, this is what our story is about, and of course I saw the animation and then went on and read the manga, and the animation is actually really great. I really love especially the music, like the opening of the animation was great. I love the format, like how they produced this opening, and also the music by DWB and Fade, which is called One Reason, and everything was great. It was censored, but I mean, it's okay. The only really little detail with this animation is that it's too short. Like, it doesn't really tell you much more about the story. They couldn't really close anything from the story, kind of, and it's just basically that it got cancelled because they took out some of the important characters, and because of that they couldn't continue the story. But anyway, thankfully we have the manga, which I recommend to read because it's such a good story from beginning to end. And talking a little bit about the characters, also all the characters in this story are so well developed. I love the character design. And of course we have our protagonist, who is also really well developed and is gonna have like this character development that is really cool, and he's gonna become stronger. But also we have our other protagonist, who is this girl that follows him around in prison. And this girl is actually like super cute and super fun and super sweet and things like that. And it's kind of the character that is gonna brighten up more the story inside all this darkness. But it's also the character that is gonna lead to more darkness and drama in the story. So it has like this super contrast, and it's just such a great character. And besides our protagonist, all the secondary characters are great. All the other prisoners that are presented to us, they are just so great. Like, one of my favorite characters is actually in that bunch of prisoners, and I really love that the writer of the story gave each secondary character like their own little story, so they are so well developed, and I just really love that. And also we have like the villain of our story, or kind of a lot of villains, I don't know. But the thing is that they were also so well developed. They are full of madness, darkness, and surprises. And they are the ones, of course, that are gonna give way more darkness to this story and horror as well. And so this story was created by Jinsei Kataoka, and it's a great story. As I said before, I love the drawing style, and the story actually makes sense once you finish it. And it's just so well written. Like, I really like this story. I recommend it to anyone, so I really hope you check it out. And so this is everything for today's commentary on Deadman Wonderland. I really hope that you enjoyed this video. If it was like that, please give this video a like, subscribe to my channel, and click the bell to receive new notifications for every new video that I'm gonna be uploading. And more importantly, leave me a comment telling me if you are curious about this story, if you wanna read it, or if you already did it, what was your opinion on it. And this is it. Thank you very much for watching, and see you later. Bye bye!